Bodyweight training. It's boring, right?
Fracted the entire time, not just when you're at the top, but throughout the entire movement.
Welcome back to the video. It's Grow Strength NX. It's your boy Johnny. I'm coming back at you today. Sorry for the week off. I needed a little bit of time. I needed a little bit of time to get back to proper calisthenics training. And that's what this video is all about today. Because bodyweight training, bodyweight training is dull compared to weights and weightlifting and sports and with skill set sports. It just isn't the same, at least for me. And I know that bodyweight training is actually quite good for progressive overload, and it can actually be good at building muscle, which we're going to talk into about tomorrow's video, a scientific method of how to actually properly grow your muscle with bodyweight training. But today, I just want to talk about everyone online at the moment is just putting up 3 sets of 10 push-ups, 3 sets of 10 lunges. It's boring. It's boring. And not only that, but there's no progressive overload. There's no progressive scale either. Every single trainer at the moment is just doing basic tricep dips, a few push-ups, and a couple of lunges or a few air squats. But they're not thinking about the progressive overload or the intermediates who, let's say, are used to lifting more than 60 kilos on a bar, for instance, 100 kilos on a bar for a bench press. So, of course, 10 push-ups for 3 sets is nowhere near enough, not only for progressive overload, but after a while it's just so mundane. And just doing push-up after push-up after push-up can get very boring. So that is what this video is about today. Today we're going to focus on upper body chest, and we're going to look at variations, which I have done in a couple in the previous videos, which I'm going to put in here. And if you like this video, make sure to hit the like and then comment below if you want more like this, because this is an intermediary chest exercises for body weight. So the first couple of exercises, of course, is the incline push-up, which you can see here, just on a seat, whatever it is. That's fine. There's not a lot of overload there. Next progression, push-up itself. I've done many tutorials on this before, but we're going to go over progressive overload tomorrow and the scientific method, so make sure you check that video out, so subscribe now. Next one, decline push-up. So the decline push-up is a great way at overloading the muscle because there's more force against you with gravity. So that's another recommendation. If you have a weight, like a weighted vest or a weight you could pop on your back, then great, that's added muscle overload. So the progressive scale is either add weight or add a lot of volume. The next one we're going to be looking at is the hand clap push-up. So this is providing more force through acceleration. So it's going to fatigue the muscles quicker, and of course that's going to provide more of an overload. But going on a progressive scale from there, we're going to give you 2 more exercises, and then next week's videos, if you do like this, pop a comment below. I'm going to go over harder progressive exercises, and of course more fun exercises, something that you guys can do, something that you guys can continue on without getting bored of just doing basic push-ups. Sometimes we just don't have that kind of creativity, or we maybe haven't seen enough of bodyweight stuff to know what is overload, or what's progressive overload and what's more fun. So these are good for you lot. But let's go into the next ones. So the next one is a pseudo planche push-up. Now a planche is a separate exercise to a push-up, but it's a great way of overloading the chest. Yet again, it's a different angle. If you watch this position, I've shown this in a previous video, you'll see that my shoulders are slightly in front and I'm tiptoeing forward, and it's just providing more overload on my chest and my shoulders and my triceps, just because the center of gravity is off place. So it's just yet again providing more force, which is yet another great exercise to overload the muscles, and it's something a little bit different. It's not a load different, but it's a little bit different. And finally, what I'm going to go over now is the archer push-up. Yet again, I did a video on this before, so check out that previous video if you want to see how to do this exercise properly. So essentially it is one arm long, the other arm tucked in like a normal push-up, and you want to make the arm as long as possible. If you have to put a slight bend in, that's the lesser progressive scale, and if you want to open up the arm fully, so you've got a fully lengthened out arm, then that is the best archer push-up. And these are some progressive scales for you guys to take away. A, more muscle stimulus. B, not as boring as just a regular push-up. And C, I'll see you in that next video. But I want to make sure that you understand that the next video is all about the scientific method of growing muscle. So I would say subscribe now, because you're going to get the best, easy to digest information that you can take away and put into your routines. And I hope you are all doing something. I have been struggling, like I said at the start of the video, but I'm getting back there slowly. I'm giving myself new challenges, and that's something you should set for yourself. Not the challenges you see on the Instavirus, which it is an Instavirus, because most of them are gob, S-H-I-T. I can't say that word out. They're gobshite. Okay, I said it. Sorry, YouTube algorithms. There's so many people doing some stupid ass shit online right now that I cannot understand how many people haven't been injured yet. I may even do a video on this soon about Instavirus fails and why you shouldn't do certain exercises and certain challenges. The challenge is, do something that you want to do for yourself. Do something that is going to make you get up in the morning and excited about training, even if it's just going on a bike ride or bouncing a basketball around or practice some martial arts, which, by the way, Friday, martial arts with me. Remember to get on it. Subscribe yet again. If you can't subscribe twice, unsubscribe, then resubscribe, and then tell your friends to subscribe. Anyway, I'll catch you in that next video. I'll see you tomorrow.